Sabonis is a power forward too. Yeah.
He's a big man.
Y'all like guys that y'all just won't win championships with.
Nah, you just like hating.
Now I
Yeah,
hate
he's
it.
hating
You
Yo,
just always hating.
how speaking facts is hating? I never got that.
because you're
They're your
you're
fault.
acting like keeping Beal is like not a smart move when it's hard to get people to come to Washington to begin with in their free agency. This is actually the best player we've had in probably years.
Bro,
Why would
Wayne
we get rid of
talks
him?
about Bradley Beal like he's a liability.
He
And that's
talks
the
so much.
problem.
I know.
It's
It's
not that
crazy
he's
coming from a UF fan
it's
too.
not that he's not good to Wayne, is that he talked to him like he's like a liability, like he or
Yo, the way
just
you
because
guys
he's not
But
winning a play like in the playoffs and winning the championship, you
it's
can't
the
like
way
you
you
don't need
right,
guys
him.
but
talk
the crazy
about
thing is,
it, bro.
DL is like in a heartbeat, he would take him on the Heat if he was available.
He would.
He would.
It depends
Before
who
Jimmy
trade.
Butler too, because Jimmy Butler is slumming this year. You ain't say nothing about Jimmy Butler this year.
Jimmy
And
Butler's
he's an
playing
all-star.
good this year.
He's slumming in comparison.
How is he slumming?
Look it up. Because I'm
Now
with you.
he's slumming.
I,
He missed damn near a lot of the season. How he slumming? 21, 6 and 6?
that's not
48%
So
from the field?
hold on. He missed a lot of the
21.
season, but he's hold on, no, wait, Dio. He missed a lot of the season, but he's an all-star.
Yeah, because they respect
Crazy.
the
It's
craft. They
crazy,
respect the
Dio. He's
craft. They
crazy.
respect the
That's
craft.
crazy.
20, but 21 is okay.
And we're the number one team in
No,
the
no, no.
East.
21 is okay.
For what? For how our teams play? Yeah,
No, no,
that's
no.
perfect.
He's a superstar on the team, right?
He is
Yeah,
a superstar on the team.
but
And he's averaging 21.
he's our facilitator as well.
That's not 6 assists. That's balling. 21 and 6
6,
is balling as
21, 6,
your
6.
main player.
21, 6 and 6.
Hey, there's guys
LeBron is
better than that
37,
not making all-star.
averaging what, Wayne?
LeBron has to do that for his team. Jimmy does not have to do that for our team.
Oh my.
What happened to Bam this year? Is he hurt or something?
He was hurt majority of the year.
I was surprised
He
I
just
didn't see
came
his
back.
name.
He just
21
came back.
That's 21, 6 and 6, bro.
What are you talking about? He doesn't have to do that on our team. We have a good team.
I'm
When
not getting
you have a good team, no one has to score a lot.
so that's your
We have
argument.
somebody coming off the bench averaging 20 this year.
That's
But
your argument.
I just don't. So that goes to the CP3 point. If you're part of a good team, how are you a definite all-star when you got all these pieces that are supposed to make you that like that?
And
Hold
you're
on,
still
they're
but you
making time out. They're making
I'm not saying
CP3 like all right.
I'm not
Then
saying it like that, but
correct,
I'm saying like
correct yourself.
he has a lot of pieces around him where it should be easy for him to get them numbers,
He was
right?
getting assists before that, bro. What are you talking about?
let's not
Okay.
use CP3, bro. Let's use Jimmy Butler, please. Because you're saying 21 6. I'm not getting past that
Hold on,
point, that statement, bro. And you're saying he doesn't have to do that. It
He
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
have to do that for
In
us.
comparison, Jimmy, but you said Jimmy Butler is better than a lot of people as an individual player.
Did he not
That's what
show
we're
that he's
talking about.
better than a lot of people? Like,
I'm
what are we
saying
saying?
this year he's not slumming.
I'm
He
saying
averaged the same thing last year. Was he slumming last year?
I'm
I never
saying it
said Jimmy.
sounds like
I
The
don't
I'm
year,
think Jimmy Butler's
biased.
that good
the year
in my opinion.
the year that we went to the finals, he averaged less. Like, what are you saying? He's not slumming.
I'm saying I don't think he's a superstar anyway. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think
I always say he's a borderline superstar, in my opinion.
and you're saying that like
He's
21
Brad
6. I'm
Beal.
just saying 21 6 is
He's Brad Bill. No, he's not. We went to the finals.
uh,
He dropped a 40-point triple double in the finals. What
Brad
are you
Beal has
talking
not
about?
never had that type of
I'm not
team.
40-point triple double in the finals. What are you
Brad
talking
Beal
about?
has never had that type of team.
Every time Jimmy Butler goes to, he goes to the playoffs. What are you talking about?
Has he ever been on a bad team?
Those Bulls team, and they were still going to the playoffs.
They were not a bad team. They were getting to
That's
their
what I'm
age.
saying.
They were not a bad team though.
In
They weren't.
comparison to what Jimmy
Time
Butler
out.
normally
He's
does,
never been on a
21,
bad team. Now thinking
Time
about
out.
it,
21 points is
Time
not
out.
something. That's all I'm
Time
saying.
out. Time out. Let me introduce the podcast because I want to see if you guys are really saying what you're saying to me right now. Let me
No.
go ahead and y'all hear the chip playing?
no.
Y'all don't hear. It's only playing on my ear. That is so unfortunate.
Who
That man
cares?
was getting that man was
And the
getting
beat
lit.
is bumping, and it's bumping, and it's and it's and it's and it's.
Now I hear.
This is unprofessional, but we here. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of the House Divided Sports Podcast, episode 7. This episode will be covering the NBA. We'll give our midseason picks on MVP, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, All-Star NBA snubs, talk about the upcoming trade deadline, and then we're also going to get some spicy hot takes, front desk, front office, House Divided Sports Player of the Week, and also, Bradley Beal, Zach Levine, Jimmy Butler, start bench cut. Let's get it. Let's start off there. Zach Levine, Jimmy Butler, start bench cut.
See how he's trying to set it up?
Yeah,
He picked,
always,
he
he
picked,
always,
he
he
picked, he
always
picked
try to do that.
three. He picked 3 players that he already has an opinion of that he's been spewing this whole time. So you know what he's gonna say.
You
Okay,
don't know what I'm gonna say.
you're gonna.
You
I know what you're
don't
gonna
know.
say. You're
You
gonna say,
don't
"Yeah,
know what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna start Zach Levine. I'm gonna bench Jimmy Butler, and I'm cutting Bradley Beal." That's exactly what you're gonna say.
No.
Yeah, word for
So,
word.
all right. So if we're
And
going based off of,
if I start Bradley Beal, you're gonna say I'm biased, but
if we're going based off of this season, you have to start Zach Levine. You bench Jimmy and you cut Bradley. Just because, like,
I love the unbiased opinion. Let's go.
all right. But if we're going as an individual player, you want to pick him first? Not based off this year, Bradley.
Base it on whatever you want to base it on, DL.
Bradley starting. I'm giving you 2 takes because I'm not trying to. I know you're going to try to make this go.
he
So
always be
Bradley,
doing
I'm
that.
starting Bradley with if I'm taking first pick, starting Bradley, benching Jimmy and cutting Zach Levine.
I probably would say the exact same thing DL said. Same take and all. If we're going by this year, if I'm going being a statistic person, I'm analyzing stats. Yes, he has the worst stats out of the 3. I probably would cut Brad. In my opinion, I would start Jimmy because I like him more as a player than I think you can get more out of him. But even though I know Zach's a little bit more of a ball handler, but I'd bench Zach, but I'd probably start Jimmy. But if we're going over as a collective, starting Brad, I'm benching Jimmy and I'm cutting Zach.
In every situation, Jimmy starts. This year, whenever, starting Jimmy because he's the only one that's proved he can take a team to the playoffs. Only person starting him. This year, I'm benching Zach Levine. And I'm sending Bradley Beal to the G League. Sending Bradley Beal to the G
Ain't
League.
no
I'm not
way.
even gonna cut him first. He's gonna go to the G League. Then
Yeah,
put
you
him
gonna
on
make
the
him.
2-way. Then cut him. And if we're going all, like as a collective, I stay the same.
Cap.
I stay the same.
It's Cap because we all know
I told you, Zach Levine is who you guys think Jimmy Butler.
it's
I mean,
Cap
not Jimmy, who think
because
Bradley Beal is.
my
Bradley
biggest
Beal
thing.
is just Karis LeVert with the green light.
You're
That's
not
all
saying
he
that
is.
because we all know we've stated this time and time again. If you have an opportunity to get him on your team, you're taking him.
I'm not beforehand. I probably would have said I would trade Tyler Hero. I'm
Hot,
not trading Tyler Hero for
hot,
to get
hot
Bradley
take right
Beal.
now.
I'm not doing it.
Hot take right now. This, not Bradley Bill. Zach Levine will never have as good of a season as he's having this year.
You can't really say that. Zach Levine's kind of been consistent.
He won't have.
We'll be honest.
He won't have.
Real,
the season-
real consistent. Real
I don't.
consistent.
I don't agree. I mean, I'm not
He's
saying
at his
crazy
peak. He's at his
consistency, but
peak.
he's been consistent. I
Last year, he averaged more points on better. He was better last year,
So one thing I'll say about Zach Levine, dude,
and he was better the year before. DL.
He's at his
DL.
peak.
No, it's not a peak, dude. Because Zach Levine, this one thing I'll say that he's like one of the best in the league at. His work ethic is ridiculous. This man goes to work every offseason. I mean, so does everybody else probably. But I've seen his workouts on YouTube.
No,
His
he's an
dad's
athlete.
a
Like,
trainer, bro. This
He's an
man,
athlete.
there's a reason why he has bounce. Dude, fucking practices in sand pits, jumping with weighted vests on. You know what I mean? Like he puts in the work, and it's credit to him because
And he's mad efficient.
every year he's gotten better. I'll give it to him. Every year he has gotten better. From rookie year, Zach Levine, from dunk contest, Zach Levine, he has gotten better every year. I'll
That's what
give
we
him
know
that.
him for.
The last 2 seasons, he shot above 38% from the 3-point line.
Where did he go to UCLA? Is that where
Yeah,
okay.
Bradley Beal can score from anywhere on the field.
Well, that's not that.
I give
doesn't
you
score
Jimmy
as much
Butler.
as
I give
he
you Jimmy
used to.
Butler because Jimmy Butler is a better defender than both of them. And if you want to take a player, like I said, like
Better
I would
defender
like
and
to
better
have.
facilitator.
Yeah,
I will give Jimmy. Jimmy's
he's
definitely a
more
better
likely to
defender.
pass the ball. I wouldn't say better. Like, but
He's a better
Bradley, like,
facilitator, man.
What's
he's
the?
more likely to pass
They
the
probably
ball.
got. I'm not. I don't. I haven't looked at it, but I would bet they have similar assists.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Jimmy
No,
Butler's averaged better than 6 assists for the last 3 years.
Okay, but Bradley. I just told you Bradley Beal's stat line was 6 and 6, right?
But what did he
So
average the year before?
30 points.
30 points on terrible efficiency?
Okay, we're gonna talk about efficiency.
the
I'll
Russell
bring up.
Westbrook
I'll bring
effect.
up one person that you say is the one of the best in the league all the time. Your favorite player, efficiency.
Right. He's not efficient. And it's hurting him because that's not efficient. And last year you had
My question.
last year you had two really inefficient
So,
I
so,
don't really hear all that because Steph Curry used to be. He ain't really.
so
He
no,
used to be
no,
not efficient, bro.
Dio.
But he took a lot of shots.
Yeah, there's my point. I'm about to go with Brad. He
Like
was
when you
talking
take a
about
lot of
Brad
shots,
taking a
like
bunch of shots. Brad is on a team that he needs to take a bunch of shots on.
Well, he's on a team where he doesn't need to take a bunch of shots this year. He's taking less shots and he's still inefficient. He's actually less efficient this year than he was last year.
he's
I'm
hurt.
talking.
He's having whatever
He's having
season.
wrist
Bro. It's
issues,
not the season.
whatever that
He's
is.
hurt.
This and Steph Curry was
That,
never inefficient, Dio. Stop it.
No, he wasn't, but he has rough
He
patches.
averaged 47% for three from the field for his career, 43% from three. Like there's no inefficient.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, he shoots a lot of shots. Like he shoots a
but
lot
he
of shots.
makes more than he misses.
But I mean, but if you compare him to like some of the like Ray Allen's percentage and Reggie Miller, look that up for me real quick. They're like,
I got you.
they probably got a lot less shots, but probably like the same efficiency.
That's crazy. They got a lot less shots and they got the same efficiency.
Do you think
The
is it?
efficiency should be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me look at Reggie Miller's stats right here. Reggie Miller shot 44% and 32% from three.
How many threes? I mean, Steph Curry shoots a lot of threes.
Steph shoots a lot of threes. Like, no, nobody shot more threes than Steph.
Like he's still breaking the record every game.
But he shot an average of 4 threes a game.
No, yeah, Steph Curry averaged 14.
Yeah, so
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Efficiency, but when you take a lot of shots, bro, you're gonna miss a lot of shots. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But you know,
I didn't want to start the show off on a Bradley Beal, but
like
you
I
guys
said,
You know you did. You know you did.
I
You
didn't.
literally, you
You
literally
guys got
started.
me there.
You
I
literally
like
started
Bradley
a
Beal. I
start
like
bench
Bradley
cut.
Beal.
You wanted to start the list
Because you
way.
guys are because what we were talking about in pre-pod. But let's talk about a trading deadline going on. Supposedly Bradley Beal is get back to him. He is talking about possibly leaving your team, the Washington Wizards. So let's start there. To the Celtics, to the Sixers. If you're Bradley Beal, which one of these teams would you want to go to? Which one makes more sense? And as a Wizards fan, what trading package would you want?
Well, one, I don't think that's gonna happen. He doesn't really want out. I think I.
Those are
What,
guys want Spencer Dinwiddie out.
let me. Yeah, because he hasn't really done much. I'm gonna be
Dropped a triple
honest.
double last night though.
Okay, well, once in a blue moon, but he hasn't really done much this whole year. Like, I get why Brad is up for trade discussions because at some point, I hate to say it, like, I don't want to. I mean, this is going back to what I was saying the whole rest of the time when we have these talks. He's getting. I mean, he's not old, but he's been on the team for probably like 8 years now, and he hasn't really done much, accomplished. He hasn't won much, which it's not
His
really.
career is a lesser career.
It's not really
He's a
on him.
lesser,
But my question
less Damian Lillard.
is that on him or is that on the guys forming the team? It's on the GMs. They ain't putting enough around him.
But there's no one wants to come and play with him though.
That's not play with him. No one wants to come to DC.
That's the
I
thing.
think if you had
That's
the
key.
talent, people would want to come.
It's not even that we had the
It's
talent,
not.
but like
It's not even talent.
He
Like,
doesn't make you want to. That's not a player that you want to play with.
you say, are you saying that it's not?
No, I wouldn't go. Bradley Beal's not a player that you go to. It's a player that you would get to come to you.
I'm saying, it's the DC market
Yeah,
is like mid pack.
I'm saying that's not
Sports
a
in
player
general,
that you
bro.
get to come to. Like if Bradley Beal's on my team, I'm not rushing to go play with Bradley Beal. I want Bradley Beal to come play with me.
Which, and
I
this
don't
gets to
know.
my
I don't
point.
care where he could have been on. He could have been on the. Let's get a good franchise. He could have been on the Heat. And if the Wizards were in Miami, say if the Wizards in Miami, no one's gonna be going to go rush to go play with him. They'll tell him come over here.
I don't know. I beg to differ.
I think it depends on the
I beg
situation,
to
man.
differ. Yeah. I feel like the situation. If him and John Wall would have stayed healthy, they would have built around him more. Them two more. I feel like they would have had more of
But
a run.
You guys were a lesser version than C.J. McCollum and Damian
no,
Lillard, though.
the biggest
No,
issue
they
that the
weren't, man.
Wizards.
They
No,
played they played against LeBron
Yes,
and
you
like
guys have
the
to be. You gotta think about it. The West has always been harder, right? You guys didn't play LeBron in the playoffs except
he
for
played
one time.
we
he
played the
played
really good Pacers team that
and the
year.
Pacers that lost to LeBron in 7.
The really good team. That was their best. That was one of their best teams they
Like
had in years. Roy Hibbert,
I don't know,
Lance
bro.
Stevenson. They had Danny Granger. They had all of them.
Like I said, my thing is
Still.
we've never had a solid 3. We never had a solid 4 ever. Besides Karan Butler back in the day.
The last time we had like a three that was a decent three was Gilbert Arenas, Karan Butler, and fucking Antoine Jameson.
Like take KD for example.
And Antoine
He's
Jameson's
from the
not
DMV.
anything
He don't want to
crazy,
play.
right?
He don't want to play in DC. Why wouldn't KD go and play in DC and
I
build
was
like
upset
nobody
that
wants to
year.
play in
Because,
nobody wants to play
like
in
I
DC.
said, why I wouldn't want to go and I'll go to Brooklyn and I'll tell them come to me.
But that's Brooklyn. That's New York.
That's
Nobody
not
wants to come
players.
to that's what we're saying. Like nobody wants to come to DC. Bro. And like
That's
when you get to DC, you want to stay there. Like I
You telling
said,
me
like
people that wouldn't want to go to Memphis and play in Memphis? To play
I've never
with
been
John
to
Morant?
Memphis.
no. I would say that might be a little bit more appealing because of what the team they got right now. But let's be real. If you got a chance to go to play in LA or Miami, New York, even Boston, the tradition there, people are try to go there first. Let's not sit here and act like that. Like
Yeah.
if they get the phone
But
call,
I like why we acting like DC is the bad. Like
it's
DC's
not.
nice.
It's
We're
mid
not
DC's
pack.
saying
a top
it
It's
is.
in
city
the
and
middle. It's in the middle
DC
though.
DC's a top city though.
No, but
Yes, it
not in
is.
NBA.
It's a major market. It's not a mid market team.
It's a major
It's a
market, Wayne, but it's not appealing, bro.
we're in the
But it
middle.
is because the
We're in
talent's
the
not there.
middle.
what do you mean the talent's not there? Like
It's not
we've
there.
won in all sports except for football and freaking basketball, the two
I'm ta-
major
the
sports.
talent's not there basketball wise though.
What are you
Talent,
talking about? A lot of people come
But
out of what are you
question
talking about?
is
I
that
know I'm talking about on your team. Like
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm saying. I'm
because
saying
nobody
Bradley
Wayne,
like
Beal is like not a talent that
Wayne,
is appealing.
is that the only thing that goes into the factor of picking a team with these NBA players? I mean, talent is big. Don't get me wrong; it's big part. But they're
Oh,
trying to
we're
say
gonna say act like DC doesn't have amazing strip clubs and nightlife,
we're not going to sit here and act like DC is not safe.
beautiful women.
Not always safe either.
what is that? That's very
New York's not safe. Chicago's not safe.
No one.
yeah.
I'm not
That's why you
talking about
want to go.
Chicago.
LA's not
But I'm
safe.
just saying, nobody wants to
My
come to
point
DC.
is
All this
if a
government
player is
stuff
picking a
going on
team, they're not
nowadays.
all they're not just looking at they're looking at the
Storming the
roster.
Capitol.
But where am I going to live? What am I going to do in my off
There's
season?
there's not a lot. Why are we acting like there's not a lot to do in DC, bro? Black people love DC.
I agree, bro.
All right. I don't think players
I
love
agree.
DC
But I
though.
just don't think nobody wants to come and play.
I think if John Morant was in DC, they would get people wanting to play with him.
See, that's what they thought with John Wall, and look what happened.
John Morant is better than John Wall
But
was,
my point is, John Wall was a number 1 overall pick coming out of
and
Kentucky,
John
and
Morant
had
is
all
better
that
than
hype.
whatever John Wall was.
People were talking about John Wall a lot, right? When that year.
And then you guys didn't show any progression and went right back to the line.
Bro, you be doing these.
Yeah,
TikToks,
he be talking so much shit.
How am I talking? No, now I'm talking.
What is John Morant's averages? I know he be scoring a lot, but what's his assist
This year
average, bro?
he's averaging like 20 something,
And
like
what?
25 plus.
Because if
I
you're
don't
going
know
to
how
sit up
many
and
assists.
if John Morant is better than John Wall and John
Yes,
Morant is better than
John
Chris
Morant.
Paul.
Ever since John Morant been on the Grizzlies for 3 years now, in his
Mhm.
first 3 years, they have not gone back to the lottery team. You know who did? The Wizards. They went back to the lottery team in John Wall's years.
But I'm up to my point.
No,
Maybe that goes to the front office. I know we're gonna go to bro.
no.
Let's not sit here and act like GMs don't know how to make a team. Pat Riley's
Yeah.
been doing it for years for y'all.
No, that's a major factor. That's a major factor.
Thank you. That's another thing.
No, no, you guys
I
have
can
had
even
some
tell you who my
sorry
GM
rosters.
is.
Your rosters have been trash. You had Neto starting last year,
Thank you.
so you guys have had it.
Ty Lawson was our point guard.
But if you, let's say Bradley Bill, if you're Bradley Bill, Celtics or Sixers, what team would you want to go to?
Probably I'd rather go to the Sixers.
He
And
can't. Yeah, I'm about to say he
the
can't go to the
reason
Celtics.
yeah, Celtics I
Oh,
don't think they have the pieces to acquire him unless they get rid of like Jalen Brown and somebody else.
but he's not going to Washington.
Which
He has to give up
they're
the
not
team.
doing that because they like Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. Only thing I could possibly see if they get the 76ers is Ben Simmons. That's the only thing I see. And then there you go. You found your replacement for Spencer Dinwiddie. Get Spencer Dinwiddie the fuck out of there. Get somebody else.
You guys will have to take Tobias Harris on too.
Give him Spencer and Brad then if that's the case.
And I think your
Kuzma.
team would end up becoming a better team with Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris,
Well,
with Kuzma.
I can see it because we really don't have a point guard right now.
You guys on defense,
That too.
but yeah, I'd agree. If I'm Brad, I want to go to the Sixers because to me the Celtics just doesn't make any sense with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and I don't see the Sixers trading Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum for Bradley Beal. That just wouldn't make any sense to me at all.
Yep,
So um,
I agree.
so I would say go to the Sixers. You guys probably could get Tyrese Maxey, maybe try to get
I
that
don't
in
think.
there
See, I don't think they're trying to deal him. I think he's the guy that's gonna be the
for
point guard.
Benton. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So you do that,
and
and
he's
then
been balling.
you guys get
Yeah.
Ben Simmons and probably Tobias Harris. You guys probably got to go ahead
Man, we
and
just beat the 76ers last night. We don't need anybody.
and you get those guys. Brad.
We
can
also
put
lost to the
Embiid.
Bucks and beat the Bucks too. So
We're right
yeah,
there, man.
man, we there.
Y'all not nowhere.
Kyle Kuzma dropping 24 a game. We right there.
Y'all not going nowhere. But let's go to the next topic. Ben Simmons. As we get near to the trading deadline, do we think he's going to be traded before? And then what's the best fit for him? Should he go to the Sacramento Kings?
Um,
Should he go to the Wizards, like Pacers? Where do we think?
Bonus.
I
Sabonis
honestly,
and
I don't
Embiid?
even.
That would be a nice pairing.
It's my take. I don't think Ben Simmons probably gonna play this year.
I mean, if he doesn't get traded, I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna trade him because I the only thing that's like really been talked about is the James Harden and him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you trade James Harden already without that three getting another chance at a playoff run, I know Kyrie
Yeah,
is
he's
being.
not happy there.
It's because of Kyrie, and that's crazy, right? Because that means wherever Kyrie's gone, he's been a cancer in a way.
He's not a cancer. He's just a very good player
No, he's a cancer. He's locker room. He has a big ego.
because he's a bucket. Jordan, they have a big ego.
He's not Jordan.
Bro,
Stop
I
it.
didn't say that. I
My
didn't say
question is,
that.
how do
Jordan, they
you,
have a big ego.
bro? How do you talk shit on the greatest? How you talk shit on LeBron? That's my question. And LeBron came to play with you and got you a ring.
Same with Pippen, bro. Like,
But my
yeah, but
point
you
is,
gotta understand
he
how
sneaked this as everybody. He's a cancer in the locker room. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I agree with Chubbs.
Like, and this is gonna be my take. I don't think Kyrie's ever gonna win another championship, in my opinion,
You might not.
unless he gets on like a stacked roster, which he's already on a stacked roster.
Nah, if James Harden leaves and it's just him and
Then they're
KD,
not, Kevin Durant's never winning another championship.
you don't think so?
If
I'm gonna
it's
tell
just
you
them
something
two, they're
right
never winning
now.
a championship.
If James Harden leaves, KD is leaving within another year or two. He is not staying there.
And then we're gonna blame Kyrie for that breaking up.
Yep, because you can see it. Kyrie everywhere. Kyrie is gone and touched. in his time being has been very toxic. And he's not even touching it right now. He's just not showing up, and he's causing problems. That's
Well, he's a
crazy, right?
halftime player. You think it's mainly Kyrie? I just heard he doesn't like living in Brooklyn. He's a
The
strip club god.
city's crazy.
And then
Too.
also, he just like he felt like they should have won a championship already. They felt like they should have won it last year.
They should have.
Their team actually, I think the pieces around them got worse.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it just doesn't make sense. And I don't really fault James Harden. KD's hurt all the time. Someone is always hurt. We never can play with the three of us, and this is why I came here. Is for us three to play together.
But they
We
still
can never play
competing
with the
though.
three
Like
of
it's
us.
not like they not winning. Like it's not. I mean, I know they're not the best, but like they're still competing.
I just think he's
That's
looking
how
at
it is, bro. Like when
but
you're a
compete,
superstar, when you're a
he went
super,
there to dominate, though.
he's going there to
Bro.
win a championship, and he hasn't won a championship yet. That's why he's like,
I mean, it's
why
only
am I
been a
here?
year.
I
it's
know.
only been a year, bro.
I know.
But the
When
thing
LeBron went to the Miami, he lost his
Bro,
first
you're
year.
putting three
But they
MVP
went to the ship,
caliber
Beal.
players together.
and they were
I get that,
dominating,
bro, but
they were dominating.
So wait,
I
this
think
goes-
that's the thing that's frustrating.
But it's
that they're not dominating. And then
I
Steve
agree.
Nash isn't a good coach. He's not.
he's
overrated.
young. Too. I mean, he's a young.
He's
coach.
overrated.
He should never been coached. He never should
He's
never been a coach.
overrated coach.
I don't think he's overrated because I don't think no one thinks he's a good coach.
But this goes to a point. Oldest down basketball, dude. Like, the big thing is about like teaming up with all these MVP superstars. Can they really coexist on a basketball court? I don't think they can. I don't. It's like I don't see them winning a championship together. Because I think those three, and we already know. When you got all those superstars, what do they want? Everybody wants the what?
They want the rock.
They want the
They don't
ball.
got nobody that plays deep.
And that's the problem when you have three superstars on the team.
Yeah.
Like,
Somebody
there's
has
gonna
to
be
give
problems.
their
There's gonna be
sacrifice.
problems. But like,
Somebody's got to take the step down, the back seat. Like Dwayne Wade, he still produced a lot for the Miami team, but he took a step back and said, "This is
Chris
LeBron's
Bosh
team."
the biggest step back.
Yeah, right. But they said this is LeBron's team. We're going to let him lead us.
because
James Harden took a step back too.
Because LeBron was the
He don't
best
want- he
of
don't
the
want
three
to.
though. That's what I'm saying. LeBron was the best of the three. They're all like
Is KD a
forwards.
leader?
First of all, KD's not a leader one, and then
That's what
Kyrie
I'm saying.
acts like he's the best player on the team. Kyrie's the third best player on that team.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think so. I know so. What are you talking
How
about?
do you figure that though?
Kyrie don't got an MVP.
Who
That's all.
Kyrie better than? Wait, let's go. I
He better
want
than
fix your
Harden.
camera. Fix your camera first, because this is gonna be a clip.
I can't, bro. I gotta like. I don't know.
You gotta tell me who is Kyrie better than on
I
that?
think he's better than James Harden.
How? In what way?
Just overall being able to, basketball is about the game,
Hey.
like scoring, right? The game is about scoring.
He never averaged more than James Harden in his career. Go.
James Harden
I just say you're
hold
going
on.
off numbers. You got to go off numbers.
No. We're not going to go off
that
numbers.
too.
James Harden came to the Nets and became the point guard because the point guard didn't want to play point guard. Come on.
I'm just saying,
Kyrie has a ring.
The only thing he does better than James Harden is shoot the mid range.
Kyrie has a
Kyrie
ring
has
because
a
of
ring.
LeBron.
Kills the whole argument. Kyrie has a
Kyrie
ring.
has a ring because of LeBron going crazy.
Kyrie
3-1.
dropped 40. How many? Kyrie hit the game-winning shot. What are
If
you
LeBron
talking
doesn't
about?
block Andre Iguodala, that whole run don't happen.
If Kyrie don't hit that three,
and
then Steph Curry might come to the three.
LeBron's not on Kyrie's team. Kyrie is Bradley
Don't win.
Beal.
I mean, hey.
He said Bradley Beal. Why are we talking about Bradley Beal?
Like,
No, I'm just saying, like he never goes to the finals. He never gets past round one of the playoffs. That's just what he
Same
is.
thing about Pippen and Jordan, bro.
That's all I'm saying. So let's not stop for 4 years when James Harden was at Houston, he wasn't top 3 in MVP votes every year.
He
Went to multiple Western Conference Finals.
dropping
Like,
30.
let's stop this.
I'm
Dropping
not
30,
saying
averaging
that
30, leading
James
the
Harden's
league
not
in
good. I
assists.
just don't think he's better than Kyrie. That's all.
And I just don't get that. I just don't get it.
And right this year, James Harden's averaging 10 assists too, with like 20 something.
He's led the league in multiple. I don't understand what Kyrie does better than him, besides shoot the mid range.
Dribble. That's all he can do better than him.
Great space.
Gio just like that shit because the shit look cute, bro. That's it.
I mean, Kyrie's the best point guard in the league. You getting that? I would say.
He got the.
Wait,
No.
What did you just say?
Because you're gonna say James Harden. I don't consider James Harden.
No, he's not the best point guard in the league. Best point guard in the league right now, in my
No,
opinion,
I'm
is
sorry.
Ja Morant.
You're right. If you're going off of like being a point guard
this year.
You can go. You can. You can go the past 5 years. I don't care
If
what
you're
you
going
go.
off being a point guard,
I'm not talking about being a point guard. The best point guard in the league is Steph Curry.
he's the
What we
best
talking
Yeah,
about?
shooter in the league.
he is. But if we're talking
Y'all
about
know what I'm gonna
Kyrie,
say to this
this
stuff.
year, I'm
Kyrie
gonna
is
say
not
Ja.
better than
Y'all
Steph
know
Curry.
what I'm gonna say to this stuff. Steph
Kyrie
Curry is
better
the
than
best
Steph Curry?
3-point shooter in the league.
What did you just
Is he
say?
the best scorer in the league?
Wait, you said he's what?
The best 3-point shooter?
Who? You said Kyrie?
No, Steph.
You
Oh,
saying is he the
yeah.
best scorer in the league?
Steph's the
Mhm.
best 3-point shooter for
Mhm.
sure.
No, he's not the best scorer in the league, and Kyrie
Okay.
isn't either. Kyrie's not even the best scorer on his team.
I said KD was.
Oh, all right.
I said KD was. I give you that because he's the fact
I
that he's
might
7
I
foot.
might not be putting Kyrie in my top 5 point guards.
But yeah, I don't know, James. I feel like they should stay. But if it don't, work out this year, they should definitely look at other options. But I feel like they'll get it together. It's just like the Lakers.
would-
Like ain't nobody looking at the Lakers right now. Everybody they are.
AD is
They
on
number
the
they
team.
number 9. They lost to the team that got number 8 seed right now.
But do you think he fits on the 76ers?
Who? Bradley Beal?
James,
James Harden?
because they were talking about
they
Ben
need to-
Simmons and whatnot.
But Ben Simmons can't shoot. James Harden can shoot.
James Harden don't like Joel Embiid.
No, James
Hate
Harden
each
don't
other.
like Giannis.
I don't know why the Nets would make that trade because
yeah.
I don't see Ben Simmons and Kyrie coexisting on the same court.
Why not? Because all Ben Simmons is going to do is get him the ball.
Kyrie's gonna snap on him in the locker room, and then Ben Simmons is gonna quit on basketball again.
Why? Where is this notion that Ben Simmons is soft? I don't get this.
He got upset that Joel was talking about him.
He
got
passed
upset
on a
at
wide
Joel
open
and
He said
layup.
Doc Rivers in practice.
He didn't want to play on that team no more. He didn't get upset.
You're
when
saying,
your head coach,
bro, Kyrie's gonna make him not want to play on the team
why Kyrie's not going to make him not want to play on the team?
because Ben Simmons is gonna cost that team a game in a crucial.
Bro, how's Ben Simmons going to cost them a game?
Because he did it last year. He missed free throws. Crucial free throws.
He's not going to be the second best player on the team.
He's gonna be the ball handler though. He's gonna be the point guard.
He's going to find people the ball. I don't get it.
You don't think he's gonna still do his Ben Simmons stuff?
So tell me, how did Ben Simmons cost them the game? Like, are we gonna sit here and act like Joel Embiid played good in those fourth quarters?
All
I
I'm
can tell
saying
you
is
he didn't. He did not play good in those fourth quarters.
the boy is a point guard, and he was supposed to be the next. When he came out of college, wasn't he supposed to be like? Didn't people say he was like the next LeBron? The way his size, his frame.
Come on. Are we acting like Ben Simmons is not good?
He's great.
He's not a good point guard.
But my point is, you should be hitting crucial free throws at the right times. There's a reason why Philly turned on him.
So
it didn't happen just one time, Wayne.
It happened in one playoff series.
He can't shoot threes. He couldn't hit any threes. Couldn't shoot no jump
They
shots.
said the same thing about LeBron. And now you call him the GOAT.
Done.
What has he
LeBron's
done?
stuff.
Run rookie of the
Ben
year.
Simmons is
Help lead his team's defense. Be one of the the best perimeter defensive player in the league.
Ben Simmons is doing what LeBron does and take that bum ass Cavs team to the finals.
He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't.
But I'm asking you.
Ben Simmons has never had a team made around him.
He's always had a better team than LeBron was in LeBron's early years.
The team wasn't fit for the way he plays the game.
But he's great.
I didn't say he was great. I didn't say he's not bad. People act like Ben Simmons is not an all-star. He's an all-star guard. He's an all-star point guard.
Is he an all-star?
He fits perfectly on the Brooklyn team. He will assist the ball and he will go out there and lock up the best guy on the other team.
He play defense. That's great. I agree. He's a great.
He's going to facilitate the ball.
He's a great defender. But
he will actually have space in the paint because he doesn't have Joel Embiid sitting in the paint clogging it up, playing well.
No, I don't agree. Ben is overrated in my eyes right now.
How's he overrated? What is he damn near averages a triple double with 17 points.
You're telling me he's an all-star because of defense and
I don't think he's overrated because everybody hates him.
He can't shoot.
Everybody, I mean, a lot.
And what?
Yeah.
If I'm playing that team in a big playoff game and it's down the stretch, I'm fouling him every time.
You're fouling him every time.
I'm making him
He
shoot free
only
throws.
missed
He
free
can't
throws
shoot. Yeah,
in that series.
I mean,
He can
that's an
shoot
easy
free
fix for us.
throws.
I
Like,
mean,
what are you talking about?
what I'll say is he's not a liability anyway.
Yeah, that's talking like he's a liability.
Like
He's
how he
not
talks
gonna.
about Bradley Beal, he's not a liability.
I never said that Bradley Beal's a
That's how
liability.
you act. That's my that's what I take from that. But yeah, he'll go
When
somewhere
are we gonna be more crucial on this guy? Because he was a number 1 overall pick, and he still hasn't developed a jump shot yet.
in time. We used to talk about
No,
Markel Fultz.
don't say in time, dude. Because I'm still giving John Wall time. He still can't find that 3-point shot.
John Wall can shoot.
He can't shoot consistently. He's got a little bit better.
He can shoot. He can shoot
Man,
enough. He can shoot enough.
7,
He like Pat the
15, 7, and 8. Like what? What are we talking about right now?
You said 15, 7, and 8.
Yeah,
Sounds like
15.9. So 16, 7,
sounds
and
like
8.
Russ Westbrook numbers. Triple double though, but it's empty calories stat, right?
It's not empty calorie because he has had helped lead his team to the playoffs.
empty caliber guys.
Empty calories when you're not doing anything. When you're not going to the second round of the playoffs. Like, what are we talking about? That's why I'm getting mad. The Ben Simmons disrespect has to stop. Like any person, bro. Just imagine, dog. And I hate when people like this. Imagine you was in the workplace, bro, and like you in work, and then your boss talking shit about you to everybody in the company.
But why are people talking
Your
shit about him?
man's talking shit about you to about everybody in the company when it really wasn't that warranted. When they're supposed to be picking you up, healing you up, and helping you get better.
Why are people talking shit though, Wayne?
Because he had one bad series.
How many years has he been in the league? You
They're
think
talking shit 'cause he had one
that's
bad
his only
series.
bad series he's had? Game he's
He's
had?
only what,
It's
4 or 5
literally the
years?
only bad series he had.
About 4 or 5 years, correct?
It's
He
literally
didn't
the
play
only
his
bad.
first year, right?
Yeah,
So-
he didn't play his first year. This is literally the only bad series he had.
So people weren't daring him to shoot.
People never dare LeBron to shoot. Like, what are we talking about?
No, I'm asking you.
LeBron
Asking
can always shoot. So.
People don't be
LeBron
daring him to
not
shoot.
always shoot.
Yes, he. Oh my god.
LeBron can always get to the basket and give you a bucket. Ben Simmons, he could, but
Ben
he's not.
Simmons
He's
can
not.
get
He's
to the
not LeBron
bucket.
in that.
He
He's
can
not
get
LeBron
to
though.
the bucket,
He is
bro.
not LeBron in that sense, dude. Let's stop that.
But Ben Simmons is a playmaker.
Yeah, he's a good
He's a
player.
And if
He's
that
a
involves
defender.
scoring or playing defense or creating the play,
He's a pass
then
first defender.
he's effective, and he won't be, like I said, a liability anywhere. So
He's a 3.
don't talk about Ben Simmons
without
how
the
he
3.
talks about
Like I feel like he just disrespecting. So let's talk
he
about.
can't shoot. No,
That's all right. He can't shoot. That's it. That's fine. Like Draymond can't shoot. Draymond's still highly effective on the court. It's all about going to the right system, being in the right system. Giannis can't fucking
So you
shoot.
think the Nets is the right
Giannis
system?
in
but
a,
Giannis will go anywhere.
You just said Steve Nash is a terrible coach.
bro. They have nothing but shooters around. The
Yeah.
paint won't be clogged. It's the perfect system for him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The team is built around Joel Embiid. It's not built around Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
Put him with shooters. Get him a big man that can shoot and that won't sit in the paint, and he's going to dominate. Facts, because you can't guard him 1-on-1. You have to feed him to the paint and hope a big man. Like we're not gonna act like he dropped 41 on Rudy Gobert head last year. Like what are we talking about?
Straight dunks and layups.
Couldn't stop it.
Straight dunks
He's
and
6'10".
layups.
He's 6'10".
What should be easier for you to shoot?
Now imagine if he's on Brooklyn. If he's on Brooklyn, they have.
You got
if he's on Brooklyn, they have to put the third worst defender on it. You tell me he's not gonna.
I'm not hearing that DL joking. He can shoot the 3 a lot. So let's stop with that.
I'm saying they have to put their third best defender on Ben Simmons. You think he's not going to cook them?
If I'm that defender, I'm stepping away from the 3-point line. I'm letting you shoot that
They
shit.
do the same thing in Giannis, and he's just going to go right around them because he's going to have hella room on the court.
Ben Simmons is not Giannis. Let's stop it.
Oh, my God. Give him the same opportunity.
Hey, Ben Simmons MVP? No.
Huh? Give him the right opportunity.
He'd be an MVP.
But yeah, if you put him in the right space.
Never. Stop.
Okay.
Like, what are you talking about? Put him in the right space. Put him around a team.
I wouldn't go that far, bro.
Put him around a team with shooters. Put him around a team with shooters.
He'll be also just right off of the system.
Hold on, Wayne.
would you consider that making plays?
Wayne. Put him around a team with shooters. Joel can shoot. They had JJ Redick for the longest time. Tobias Harris is not a trash shooter, is he?
No, he can shoot.
We acting like
He can
Joel
shoot.
can shoot, for real?
Joel can
Whoa,
shoot
stop.
threes.
Joel can shoot threes, bro.
He's one of the best big men shooting
where,
wise.
where would you rather have Joel?
He runs
That's
the
not
pick
the
and roll
point.
at the top.
That's another guy. That's
Where would you have
stop,
now? Listen, you would
All
rather
right, stop.
have
You
him
can't say that. You can't
He's
say
a
that.
five
Man.
that can shoot the ball.
You
That's what
can't
our
say
point
that.
is.
Yeah, you don't want him
obviously
shooting 6 threes
Wayne,
all
obviously,
game and not doing
obviously,
that.
he
You
would.
just said
He's the
Obviously,
surround
best
him
player
around
on the
shooters.
team.
You just said surround him
obviously,
around
we would have him
shooters.
in the paint.
Give him
has
somebody.
shooters.
Give him someone like Brook Lopez that's gonna sit out there all game.
Brook Lopez. I'm taking Joel over Brook Lopez shooting three.
What?
I'm taking Joel on my team and have him sit in that corner and taking that shot and shooting that
You're
three.
gonna have Joel Bean on your team and let
Over
him
Brook
sit in the corner
Lopez.
all game.
No. But I'm saying
That's my point.
But my point is, we're not going to sit here and act like the Philadelphia 76ers did not have shooters. You said surround him around shooters. That's the 1 man, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He's a 5 that can shoot the ball.
Where's Joel Embiid more effective at, Chubb?
That's not what I'm saying. You're saying put him
No,
around
you're not.
shooters, right?
Yeah, put him around shooters. Now, is Joel Embiid gonna sit the entire game in the corner?
No, but
So he's not around shooters. Shooters are people that LeBron have
you're
that
telling
sit
me
in the damn corner all
you're telling me
game.
the center's going to sit in the corner the whole game?
Does Brook Lopez not sit in the corner all game?
He don't go in and get rebounds at all?
Defensively, not offensively.
Okay. I'm not
I don't
talking.
know. Joel Embiid can shoot, but you're not
He
gonna
can
have him
shoot.
sit in the corner, obviously.
That's
Joel
what I'm saying.
Embiid-
Like, what?
Joel Embiid. The thing about it is Joel Embiid has a green light. He plays ISO
Get
ball
a
from
pick
the
and
top of the
roll
key.
pop or something with
That's
him.
what he does. He plays. They run the offense through him. They can do. He's the first option.
Yeah.
Pass, assist, pick and pop, pick and roll.
All I'm saying, is we're not going to sit here and act like he did not have shooters on that.
Did he have shooters last year?
He had Seth Curry also at one point at the 76ers.
Let's act like Steph Curry is good. Are we
Is
gonna act like
he a
Steph
shooter?
Curry is good?
Is he a shooter?
That's not like he's not bad either. He's a reasonable.
Is he a
role
shooter?
player, bro.
He's
He's
one
a
of the
good
best
role
big
player.
one shooters, right?
He's a decent role player. Wayne,
can shoot.
don't do that.
That they don't respect.
But I mean, if you got 4 of them, you got respect.
He's liable to go 2 for 5 one game and then 0-6, just like Danny Green.
J.R. Smith.
Bro, he had shooters.
Dario
Saric was the worst shooter on that starting 5, and he can shoot. Besides Ben Simmons.
Don't even start. What are you talking about?
On that year is what I'm saying.
He didn't start.
He never started.
No.
Never. Who was there
No.
for then? Who was there for?
Tobias Harris plays the 4. What are you talking about?
No, not that year. Tobias played the 3 that year. What are you
Tobias
talking
Harris
about?
played the 4. Jimmy Butler played the 3, and JJ
Jimmy
Redick
Butler's been
played
off the
2.
team for about 2 or 3 years, dude.
That's the year JJ Redick was on.
JJ Redick just a year ago retired, right?
And he was playing for the Mavs.
Bro,
And he's playing for the
I will pull up
Pelicans.
the years he's on right now on the 76ers.
Like what? He played a year before Jimmy was there, and the year Jimmy was there.
So you just gave me another shooter Ben Simmons had.
Who?
Jimmy.
This nigga just caught.
He can shoot, right? He shoot better
Not
than Ben,
as
right?
41% for the 3-point line. What are you talking
He
about?
shoot better than Ben Simmons, though, right?
All right, I'm not. Yo, next topic, bro. Let's go next topic. There's no way, bro. He just sat there and called Jimmy Butler a shooter. Like what?
I would have him shoot the ball if he's wide open. Yeah.
He's not going to shoot the ball if he's wide open.
Why wouldn't you?
Like, what are you talking about?
Why
None of
wouldn't
those players you named.
I've seen Jimmy Butler hit some clutch-ass shots.
That's it, because he's clutch. None of those players you named besides Steph Curry and JJ Redick are willingly sitting at the 3-point line. Tobias Harris is not willingly sitting at the 3-point line. He averages 18 points a game, not just because he sits at the 3-point line. Like, what are we talking about? Let's talk about Julius Randle. So Julius Randle unfollowed all the Knicks social media accounts. Do we think a trade should happen? He's been having a lot of trouble with the fans, with the team. What do we think is going to happen with him?
So Zion have potential from New York.
But I'm not trading.
I'm not trading to get Julius Randle back after I got rid of him.
After I didn't give him a contract on purpose.
Just for him to leave because I didn't give him a contract.
3-way trade. I don't know though.
Julius Randle he's just a bad fit, in my opinion, for a team because you cannot. You can't put him on a championship team. So where are you trading
No,
him?
he's not. He's not going to no championship team. But um,
Julius Randle.
let's not. The one thing I hate about the Knicks specifically, dude. I'm sorry, Knicks fans, but you guys get behind your players and then really quickly, and then as soon as they have a little rough patch, you guys bury them.
That's New York, though.
I hate it. I hate it because
That's New York.
Julius Randle
Was
was
that him being
balling for New
soft?
York before the was it last year or was it the beginning of this year? He
That
was
was
having
last year. That was
yeah,
last
he
year.
was balling, and they were like talking about
So
how
is that
great.
him being soft because he can't handle the fans?
I think
I
it's
mean,
him.
it's New
Yeah,
York.
yeah, bro. He's a Kentucky boy.
I just want you to
Definitely,
keep the same energy. So that's him being soft.
he is being soft
Okay.
He in New York, though.
because you know why the reason why I say it's soft is because if you're crying about the fans getting behind you, getting on
He
you,
gave the fans the finger.
bro, just play better. Simple, play better. Don't quit on your team just because you're having a rough year and the fans are getting on you. Like,
I mean, I wholeheartedly
dude,
agree. I
because
think
I
that
mean, I'm gonna be honest. I hate that type of cop out stuff. This has nothing to do with NBA, but this has to do with college. I'm a Maryland fan. We're not that good this year. But Turgeon quit on the team, who was the head coach of the Maryland Terrapins, 4 weeks into the season because the students were saying fire Turgeon. Now that's soft. You quit on your team 4 weeks in.
I mean, that's also not having the support though. If you don't want, if you in a environment where you ain't feeling it, you know what I'm saying. And at a certain point, like it ain't no going back. Like you feel like people working against you instead of trying to like help you out. So you don't know. Maybe it's soft. Maybe
and
he
we have
can't
people
take it.
don't leave places where
Yeah, right.
they don't feel respected, feel
Yeah,
grateful.
like, come on now. And like I
But
said,
nah,
it's New
Julius
York.
Randle is a different story though, because they
Yeah,
were just booing because they were playing trash in the first in the game. Then they came back and they was cheering. And he's gonna start. He's gonna start like that's just
he's
fans. Like
soft.
that's
Yeah.
soft. That he's actually being soft in my eyes. I don't think
And
Ben Simmons
and
is. I think he is.
and I think that has to do with the product they came from. You know, Kentucky basketball is Kentucky basketball. He gets all they when he was there, they got all the praise, all the he was considered one of the best players in college. So he's used to that type of stuff. And then when people get on him, he's crying. He's got diva mentality.
Hmm.
I don't know because he been on some sorry ass teams since he's
Yeah,
been.
that's because he was supposed to go there
But
and
this
make the
Knicks team's
difference.
not that. This Knicks team's really not that bad this year. If you look at them,
They're not that good.
they're not that good, but they have potential to make playoffs and possibly make a
No, they
run.
don't.
They
No, they
started
don't.
off hot. What you
That's what I'm
mean? They
saying.
were.
Yes,
And it
that's what I'm
started off
saying,
hot. Same thing with you guys, the Wizards.
bro. But look at their roster.
It's the
At
East.
the
I don't know
guard,
who
at the
gonna
point
finish
guard,
first in
they
the
got
East.
Kemba and Derrick Rose and Emmanuel quickly.
That's not turning no heads. It's not.
You
My
got
head
Obi
doesn't turn for
Toppin,
that.
Julius Randle. You got
Don't
Mitchell
turn heads.
Robinson. You got
Mitchell
who else?
Robinson is he can go to a
I
team and
like him.
elevate them.
He's nice. I would like him on the Wizards, but
And then RJ Barrett's just nothing to me.
yeah,
He's
he's overrated to
overrated.
me. He's overrated.
He's terrible. And then they trade for Cam Reddish and Tom Thibodeau say he's not putting him in the lineup. What was the point of trading for him a first round pick? What's the point of that?
I think that was
They
probably
got to get rid of Thibodeau. In my opinion,
owner.
they got to get
It was
rid.
probably
I
it's
know he,
Thibodeau.
and Thibodeau is one of those people that he's stuck in his head when he wants his way, he wants his way. But like, yeah, you could Thibodeau. If I'm sorry, I hate when I see guys you get used like this, but I guess you got to use Thibodeau like this. Let him build a culture up in a franchise, and then when he gets too big headed, you let him go, and then you get somebody in there that can take it to the next level. I don't think Thibodeau could help take teams to the next level,
No, I
in my
agree
opinion.
because Tom Thibodeau's solution to everything is let me go sign Taj Gibson and Joakim Noah.
That's literally
that's
the
that's his.
solution. Let me
Let
go
me go.
get Derrick Rose.
Let me go
And
get those
Derrick
Chicago
Rose.
Bulls that I had that were really good together.
Yeah,
That's always a solution.
yeah. So I just don't. I see. I think he's gonna stay there, but because I don't see nowhere
He's
where
not a
somebody would
bad
want to
coach
trade
though.
with him.
He's just not top coach. He's not a bad coach.
He's a bad coach in the sense that he doesn't. He's too big headed.
I think he thinks it's
He has a huge
more
ego. He
about
thinks
him,
it's
more about him than
it's more
everybody
about
else.
him than it's about the team and thinking he's like it's my way. It's gonna get things gonna get done my way. This is how it's gonna work. So I think that's why I think where I say he's a bad coach, in my opinion.
I can see
But
it.
let's get to it. So NBA All Star, and I want to go through everybody who actually made it. So let me pull that up. I had it up
Hey, go
last
go
week.
scroll down the docs. I have it all. I have it all.
Oh, you have everybody who made
Yep.
it.
Yep. Go down the docks.
All right, so we got the East starters. We have let's start with the East starters. The East starters are Trey, DeMar, KD, Giannis, Embiid. Their reserves are Jimmy Butler, Garland. There's Garland, James Harden, Zach Levine, Middleton, Tatum, and Fred VanVleet. Let's get it. Who are your snubs? And I can't believe he put that name on that list. Who are your snubs? Who you think deserve to be there, and who would you take out for them?
So my 3 snubs. No particular order. They can go out with the
Please
guys
do
that
not
have.
take these names,
I,
bro.
I have Brad Beal on it, and I have Jaylen Brown. I know he's been hurt, but Jimmy Butler made it, and I got Lamelo. Lamelo should have made it this year. I think Lamelo should have made it over Fred VanVleet. I don't like Fred VanVleet being in there. I know, great, he's dropping 21 or whatever. Cool, proud of you. But there's guys that are doing the exact same thing and playing a little bit better. And I honestly, I know Darius Garland has earned it in a sense, but I honestly think he got voted on because the All-Star game is in Cleveland too, and they
Is it?
always do that where there's usually a guy from the team that makes the All-Star team that's in the city. He's played good, but based off stats, like LaMelo and Jaylen Brown and Brad Beal have better years than him so far. I know shooting percentage might be different, but that's my opinion with that. I think and Chris Middleton, I understand why he made it. Like he's always a consistent All-Star, but I just don't see what's so great about him. He's good, but I don't know. I think there's guys that should have made it over him too, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, for the East, I agree with. I feel like Melo should have made it too.
Or are
Melo,
you taking up for Lamelo?
uh, probably Van Fleet for real. I don't like that one. Yeah, probably Van Fleet. And maybe like or Garland. Jimmy B probably got it off of his name, but I'm not going to discredit him for that. But just Lamelo, honestly. Is Katie playing?
Katie's not playing,
He's
He's
not
probably not
playing.
gonna play.
So who's
which
going to start him?
they should be
Middleton.
getting somebody else.
They should be getting someone else.
They should
Definitely.
be.
It has to be a forward, I think.
It's gonna be whoever plays that position that had the next most votes.
It better be Jared Allen.
But yeah,
Sabonis.
So I'm gonna go. Darius Garland deserves to be in it. The Cleveland Cavaliers are having an
they're doing
amazing
good.
season. Their coach is up for Coach of the Year. They're half a game back from being third in the East. He's playing fantastic, averaging 19 and 8. He's leading that team. They're 7-3 in the last 10 games. So he deserves to make it easily. Fred Van Vliet, same thing. The Raptors were really bad in the beginning of the season. Then they start turning up. They're on a 4-game winning streak right now. He easily deserves it. Lamelo should be in there over Chris Middleton, and that's the only problem I have with this entire list is that Lamelo should be over Chris Middleton in my opinion. Outside of that, Bradley Beal, hell no. Jaylen Brown, I can see the argument there, but I just don't think I'm taking
Yeah.
anybody out for Jaylen Brown, unfortunately.
But
They're probably
why?
gonna have to
So
start.
I'm curious. Why do you feel the
Yeah.
same way that I felt about Middleton? Why do you think he should not be there or whatever? How you ever want to word it?
This doesn't look right.
Hey, it doesn't.
He,
It
he
doesn't.
missed a lot of games, and I mean, to me, he just hasn't been playing at an all star level.
He's an average
I mean, he's,
player
he's
this year.
averaging 19, 5, and 5, but
But
I mean,
like,
he
you're
also,
used to
but at
that.
the
You're
same
used
time,
to that though, right?
he's playing under the
to me,
the
that's like
shadow.
to me, he's playing like Tobias Harris.
Well, he's playing under Giannis, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, he
not
should
saying
be. I
anything
mean,
bad,
not
but I
saying
just
that
think
that's
if I had
not
to
like
choose
that should be helping
I
him. But
mean,
if I had to
give him
choose between
credit.
Lamelo and it's also we have to
yeah,
choose between
I really.
Lamelo or Chris Middleton in All Star game. Give me Lamelo every day of the
But
week.
Middleton's a forward.
But no, he's not.
Huh?
He's a 2 or 3.
He's a 2 or 3.
A
Yeah.
forward.
You're
Yeah, a three.
no,
Small
he's not
forward.
a 4. He's a two or
I said
three.
a forward.
He's
He
a forward.
yeah.
So that's why it gets tricky.
Yeah, he's
Then
a
I'd
forward.
rather put Jalen Brown in them because Jalen Brown can kind of also play a forward too,
Yeah.
position too. So either way, Chris Middleton's not in there for me.
But hey,
Then if we're replacing with a forward, then I'm putting Jared Allen in there, who's averaging a double double, and he's
no,
playing excellent for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I just want to make it known to Bucks fans. No disrespect to Chris Middleton. I know if it's playoff time, he's going to turn up for my team.
He
So
may turn up, but
I know he was turning up in the finals
he
last
may
year.
turn up. He may turn up. He's gonna turn up for a game, then be disappeared the next game. But
Batman and
no
Robin.
disrespect to him. I don't think. Yeah, I just don't think he should be in the All Star game over LaMelo or even Jalen Brown, in my humble opinion. So that's what I would do. Um, let's go to the West. So in the West, the starters we have give me 1 second here. John Morant, Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins,
Get him out.
LeBron, the Joker, D Book as a reserve, Luca, Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, CP3, and Carl Anthony Towns. Tubbs, who are your snubs? Who needs to get out of there? And who are you keeping in?
Well, I'll just start with the starters. You guys already know how I feel from previous years. I don't think Wiggins should be a starter. I don't think he should. I would rather put Luca at the three or something. I know he's not a forward. Luca or D Book or somebody, or even put a power forward in the starting line, but put Braun at the three. Wiggins should not be a starter. Sorry, he could be an All Star.
Yeah,
Cool,
it's forward. So I
but
mean,
my thing is with Wiggins specifically. I looked at his stats. His stats are nothing like crazy where he should be a starter, in my
there's
opinion.
no other forward you would put over him though. Besides the other person you have a question mark for, and I don't know why
Oh
you have a
my
question
So
mark.
goodness, they
so look,
have Draymond
so look.
Green.
I'm gonna put. I look. I know this is gonna get Wayne mad.
Draymond.
CP3, right? I know he's a Hall of Famer. I know he's a great player. I know he's generally an All Star. I know he's averaging 14 and 10. Great. Uh, he's averaging a double double. I think
On the
they're
number one team in basketball.
which
Let's
okay.
preface
Number
it.
one team. Let's not sit here and act like he doesn't have people around him.
Are they the number one team in basketball without him?
I don't know. Maybe
No,
not.
they're not.
They're top
Maybe
three
not.
still. They're top
They're
three.
top three
Yes.
without CP. No, you guys are ridiculous.
Hold on. Question: didn't CP3 last year in the finals? Didn't he like kind of disappear?
What that has to do with how he's playing
I'm
this
saying they
year?
got Cameron Payne, who could probably play point guard for them.
Ah!
I'm saying they still got Mikael. I'm saying they still got Mikael Bridges and Devin Booker still averaging 31. Yeah, you're tripping.
Hey,
Ah!
Cameron Payne balled out last year.
Yeah,
Finally,
no, he was snapping. He
he was
was snapping.
balling. But but back to my thing.
Ah!
I think Shy Gilgeous Alexander deserved being an All Star. I think Anthony
Oh,
Edwards deserved
shit.
being an All Star.
Oh,
I think Jaren Jackson. I know he missed games, but if Jimmy Butler is an All Star, I think Jaren Jackson deserves to be an All Star.
Jaren Jackson's not the best player on his team. Do not compare him
Who
to
cares?
Jimmy Butler.
He's a great defensive player. If Gobert can make it because of his defense, Jaren
Gobert
Jackson.
is better than Jaren Jackson. What are we talking about?
I'm talking about off of what they
And
do,
I want to
Wayne.
know why did you have question marks for Carl Anthony Towns?
Yeah,
I
you're
think
tripping.
I'm not.
You're tripping.
I'm not
You're
too high on.
tripping.
I know he's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not too high on Carl Anthony Towns.
You ain't
Carl
put the
Anthony
question mark.
Towns should have been the starter over
Yes,
Andrew Wiggins.
yes, but he's also
Jaren Jackson
powerful
could have
right
too.
now. But
No, Jaren Jackson's
I
not an
guess he
all
could.
star.
Yeah. LeBron could have played the three.
And
They could have
No,
put
it's just
Cat.
forwards. It's just forwards. It doesn't matter about the 1, 2, or 3. It's
isn't
just
Anthony
forwards.
Edwards is a forward?
But
Anthony
that's what
Edwards is
I'm
not an
saying.
all
That's what I'm
star.
saying. What
He
they
should have
classified
been.
as.
No, he's not. He's not. Should have been. The
He ain't
Western
balling this year.
as of right now, because everyone's not healthy. Andrew Wiggins is the best small forward in the Western Conference.
Okay, so but I'm
Yeah.
okay if healthy, but everybody's healthy. You're
So we're
taking
going. It doesn't matter. We're going
you're
off
taking
this
him
year.
number one. You have a choice of small
No
forward. You're
one's
taking him
not.
over
I'm
everybody
right now. I'm taking
in
him
the
over
West.
any small forward that's presently playing in the Western Conference final. In the Western Conference.
So is LeBron a four this year?
Yeah, he's been playing the 4
Is that because
And
he's
a
playing the
five.
four because AD's not playing?
and the 5.
and they don't got the 5. And
Well, then if LeBron's the 3, he's the second best small forward
okay,
in
all
the
right,
kid,
all
in the Western Conference. So
right, okay.
he's averaging 20 damn near, shooting a really good efficiency, and he's on the second best team contributing. He's doing what he's doing. This is one of his best seasons ever. Playing good defense. There's no reason for him not to be on there. So I understand that. I'm just really confused at you having Karl Anthony Towns as a question mark when he should be a starter. That really that's why you said hold
Should be
on,
an
yeah.
exclamation point. Yeah.
I'm just not.
I need
I'm
an
just.
explanation for that one.
I'm just not big on
Why are you
him.
not big on him?
I don't know.
If anything, you should
I don't
have
really
question
know.
marks by Draymond. Like what the
That too.
Draymond dumping
Yeah,
me lately.
Draymond. I forgot.
He's
I
the
wrote
glue
him.
guy of the number one team. If we were,
They know his they know his name.
Draymond could be a
They
1-2.
want to break his streak. You know.
that's it. We can give
But
that.
I'm taking. I would take Jaren Jackson over Draymond. My opinion.
Shai Gilgeous is a good one.
Anthony Edwards been playing good this year
Shy
too.
Gildas, I
Anthony
give it, but
Edwards.
he should.
Anthony Edwards.
And
Love
I'm
don't
not
that.
giving
sleep on
Anthony
Jaren
Edwards not
Jackson,
enough.
dude. Don't sleep
I'm
on
not
Jaren
giving Anthony.
Jackson.
But I see Shy Gildas, but I'm just not putting him over CP3 because CP3 has to make the All Star. Has to. But let's go ahead and go with. Let's do it, man. Front desk, front office. The newest segment on the House of Vital Sports is where we play GM and we're gonna make one move that can help drastically improve a team's future. So the team that we're gonna start with, we always do 2 teams. First team we're going with is the Sacramento Kings. If you guys are the GMs of the Sacramento Kings, what is the first move you make?
I think this guy could help this team. I need a center. I'm looking at their roster compared to their starting 5. I think the biggest need is a center. And if I'm going out and getting a center that people are shopping that can help impact my team, I might make a play for Miles Turner. I think that might be a good fit for them. I think it would improve the team a little bit. Probably not too much. Might make us an 8th seed, 7th seed. But if I'm making a move right now, knowing that he is getting shopped, and I need a better center, I need to improve that center. I'm gonna pick up Miles Turner from the Pacers, and I'm gonna ship probably Holmes in a second round or whatever pick, whatever you need to tie in with that. Because you got De'Aaron, you got Halliburton, you got Harrison Barnes starting. I forgot who the 4 is. I think is it Bogdanovich, and then Harrison's playing the 4. You need a 5 to make that team better, and I think Miles Turner could do that for them. That's mine.
Alright, I like that. If I'm the Kings, I'm gonna try to go out and probably get like a Zion or Julius Randle. Get rid of 2 big men or a big man and a small forward or something. Um, somebody who can run the offense too. 'Cause like you said, they got your man. You said you got Halliburton. I don't know why he's so special for me, man. But De'Aaron
Nice. He
Fox
dropped
not.
20. He dropped 22 last night.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is like what Malik Monk is for the Lakers with them. Manageable. He's a
You just
manageable.
disrespected the shit out of De'Aaron Fox,
You
bro.
definitely did because that boy
Bruh.
is up there in the stats. You're crazy.
Yeah. I mean, You get him a star. They're definitely going to make waves. But he's not doing anything. He's what you say, 50 caliber stats.
I mean,
So
yeah, it
you need
is.
to
But you
win.
want to like
But
that.
if you get him like
Some help.
someone who can like control the paint, can like move around, athletic. Maybe because Aaron be
They got
rising too.
they got rid of his help. His name was Buddy Hield.
No, he's still there.
He's still with
Yeah, he's
them.
still there.
He don't start though, don't he? No, that's
No.
crazy.
He had 8 points
So
not too long ago.
first thing I'm doing if I'm the Kings is this off season, I'm going to make sure I get a good coach. I'm so mad I can't make 2 moves because this is just making 1 move. But I'm going to get me a coach that will help instill flavor and talent into this young team. I would go ahead and get Mark Jackson to become my head coach. We have plenty of talent on our team. Where all we need is just the right coach to help unlock it. This is just me. I'm gonna make sure I hire the right coach to help build this young core that we're gonna have. I'm gonna try tank away this rest of the season and get a good player moving forward in the draft. Just so you guys know, if I'm the Kings GM, um, and I'm gonna make sure I'm getting star talent, maybe Paulo Banchero, other people that Chet Holmgren, people like that. I could get those people in the draft, but I can mess around and get top three pick in the draft and make sure I don't mess up where I messed up getting picking Marvin Bagley when I could have had Luka Doncic on my team. So
So I mean,
as
sorry, I
I'm the
forgot
king,
that.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I get me the right coach. So when we get this top draft pick that we're about to get, he can help groom him. De'Aaron Fox at this point. If I was going to say another move, De'Aaron Fox will not be on my team next year. I would have Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris on my team, just so everybody knows.
I this I'm gonna add another thing real quick. I know
Tobias
I
Harris
already
is
went.
like Harrison Barnes to me. I don't know why.
If
I don't know
if I'm not using Marvin Bagley, I'm using him for trade bait.
You can't even have him for trade bait because no one knows what he plays like because we don't use him.
why.
Your trade bait is the De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hill. You can find mess around and get another draft pick. You package those guys together, or you could get someone like Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. You get rid of Harris Barnes, and then you get like a Chet Holmgren or Pablo Petronero in the draft.
Is
You can,
Holgram gonna? Do you think his game's gonna translate to the NBA?
he's a bucket.
I know he's a bucket, but
He's a
like he's a
bucket
center, isn't he?
that can dribble. He's a bucket. He's a bucket.
Bull.
But he doesn't get hurt like Bobo. Let me see what he's doing right now because I think he's having a
He's
good year.
balling, but I think Blanchard is the best one out of that. That's my opinion. But Blanchard is gonna. I want him to be a wizard. That's my next goal.
All right, and now here we go. Speaking of the Wizards, like I said, we do two teams. You're the GM of the Washington Wizards. What is your first move that you're doing?
I can't
I'll
fire the
start.
GM.
I'll start. No, you're the
I
GM.
know, right?
I'll start.
The old GM.
I'm blowing everything up. I'm blowing it up. Getting really bad Bradley Bill because I don't want another. I don't want to be Portland. Don't want to be Portland where we're just where if I get someone good, we're stuck being a middle of the road team and just never getting better. So I'm blowing it up in hopes that I can get some draft picks for Bradley Bill, or I could get a young star that I can help groom my team. So I'm trading Bradley Bill for either a Ben Simmons, and I would even tell Ben Simmons when he comes, you don't have to worry about playing this year. You can rest the rest of this year. We're gonna match you up with a guy like Pablo Banchero, and you guys are going to be the future of our franchise. You, Pablo, and Kyle Kuzma, and that's what we're gonna do, and that's how we're gonna move forward as a team. And that's just the moves I would make. You have to get rid of Bradley Bill, in my opinion. That way, you can actually set your franchise to be good within it for the next 10 years. Keeping Bradley Bill is only holding us back.
I
I
don't
was
really
shaking my
agree.
head because I see your vision, Wayne, but I totally disagree. I'm not getting rid of Bradley Bill. I'm not wasting what I paid for him. Into
It's
his
not
career.
wasted. You're getting something in return.
Especially if it's like if he really doesn't want out, I'm continuing to build around him. You got vets come. You got vets still who have free agency next year. We go out and get a young star, a young forward.
Man,
Got a
nobody coming
lot of
here.
free agents. But like I said, that's the issue. Nobody wants to come to Washington. But if I had to do something, um, we're good at we're good with Kuzma. We got Harold. Um, we need a three. We need someone who can ISO, who can.
Wait, hold on. You making our 4 and 5 Kuzma and Harrell?
No, I'm saying we have big men. Like we have decent defensive players and rebounders. I'm
But
not saying they can
if
both be on the floor at the same time or start. You
okay,
know,
okay,
they play totally different. Uh, Hero plays back to the basket. Kuzma plays in the lane, or on the perimeter, I should say.
right.
Um, but yeah, I'm just trying to get somebody like I said who can dominate. Like obviously we're not gonna get like a KD or a LeBron, but we need somebody who's going to be up and coming in the league. Honestly, Ronnie Green, Ronnie, Ronald. Let's get Ronald. It's
So
I know, right?
this is
I
what
think.
my
See, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
this is my thing. Okay. Only reason I'm trading Brad Beal is so I can get multiple first round draft picks. And then the year, whatever year Bronny comes out, I'm drafting Bronny. So LeBron James has to come to the Washington Wizards and win us a fucking ring. That's what we need to do.
Year 43, Braun. That's 43-year-old
That's
Braun.
what Bronny
Oh
James
man.
Jr. and LeBron James are the future of the Washington Wizards. But nah, being
But he only doing one.
legit.
He only doing 1 year in college. Bro.
I know. Better be a ring if he does it. But um it wouldn't be the move because it would be a draft day selection, but I think Paulo Blanchero would be great for the Wizards, even though he's a 4 and not a 5. He can shoot, he can dribble, he can take it to the rack.
What
He
if
can
you
do it.
don't get that top draft pick? What are you just gonna be stuck with Bradley Bill?
I'm not trading Bradley Beal. First of all, I'm
Why?
not.
I don't understand. Come on.
I'm not. I'm not trading Bradley Beal.
Why are you guys
I
not
would
trading Bradley Bill? Do you?
I would
So you
trade
guys just want to be Portland? You guys want to be the Trailblazers?
because this
That's the
team.
best
All
case
this team is
scenario you guys
missing.
can be.
All this team is missing, and it's been missing for years. Is a true solid 5.
If you get a true solid 5, you're gonna be nothing more than at best. The best you guys can be is be the Portland
What are you
Trailblazers.
talking about? Because
Bro, I
Jokic,
completely
hold on,
disagree,
hold on.
bro.
The Nuggets were not the Nuggets when Jokic first got there. That boy ended up getting that team great.
How are you guys gonna get a Jokic?
But all right. I'm saying we're never.
We're
But I'm saying we
never
either got to
getting a
draft them.
start.
We're not. Yeah, that's
Listen,
nothing.
what,
That's nothing.
bro? We have been good when we had John Wall, Bradley Bill, Gortat. When we had all of them role
Don't say
players.
Gortat, please.
But what are you talking about, Chris? You must not have been watching the game.
I know who,
The,
but Gortat
bro,
just got rebounds.
Gortat and John Wall controlled the offense, bro. Point blank, period. If you do not believe me, please go watch. Go back and turn on some highlights. Go back and watch
He's the
games,
greatest
bro.
Wizard center of all time.
No, no.
Kwame
But
Brown.
Chris Paul and John Wall averaged the same stats for years. Why? Because they had a pick and roll game. John Wall was a point guard.
But goes to my point.
Bradley Beal was not Bradley Beal when he was John Wall, bro. Like he wasn't like dropping 30, averaging 30, and that's why I feel like Wayne is so critical of him. Like and when John Wall left, he hasn't done anything. If he's supposed to be the max player, the franchise player, whatever, we paid all this money for him. Yes, I agree. He should be producing more. But in the league today, you see everybody has at least 2 stars on their team to win. But we don't have any.
Y'all had
And if you're not even you're not calling Bradley Bill 1A,
Point.
1B, you're not calling him a superstar. So how do you expect him to carry a team by himself? We
That's why I
need.
don't expect him to carry a team. That's
You
why
said John Wall wasn't a superstar. So
yeah,
how was
that's
he
why
going to
I'm
be?
trading him to so people that's in your people that's like you guys that think he's a superstar, get him and I could get that's a trade that's I get immense trade value for him.
I see what you're saying, Wayne. I see what your point is. We can
But
get
I think that's moving backwards.
and I even made a
You
point.
have to move backwards to move
But
forwards.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I do agree
we're
with
look at
that
not.
Memphis
at some
did.
It's
They
not.
got
It's,
rid of
but I feel like
Malcolm.
we're not
They got
sinking. We're just like
we're
look at
floating at the
look
yeah,
at
we're
around
floating.
around the ninth and eighth seed. We've been doing this for
Yeah,
years.
come on.
and
Man.
that's what
I
Memphis was
look
doing too. They
look.
got rid of Mike Conley. They got rid of Rudy Gay. And guess what they ended up getting? A John Morant.
We haven't
Okay.
won yet. We still got. We
I
ain't won
see
yet.
Wayne's point, and
I do too.
do I want to trade Bradley Beal? No, but back to what I said in the beginning of the stream. At this point, if we're not gonna win and we don't got the team to win, I see Wayne's point. Trade him, maybe get a young star and some draft picks, and then plan for the future. Because that's all we've been doing anyway, right? Planning for the future every draft, and then draft being shitty because
Yeah,
our front office is terrible.
it makes no sense.
I,
With all of the people we've
you're,
had, bro,
yeah,
we should have been able to get a superstar,
we are the Cleveland
another
Browns of the
superstar.
NBA.
Like we've had so many people come to Washington of like mediocre talent, bro. Like there's no reason why we couldn't have already start rebuilding
And
or took that step back to move
that
forward.
goes
That
with
makes some sense.
the coaches they bring in. It goes with the front office, with the players they bring in.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, like I said, back like we were moving, like we were
Like,
work,
yeah,
in the right
last year,
direction.
even
But
last year, like Gafford, I like Gafford. I think
yeah,
he's not a bad center. He has
yeah.
flashes, but he's not consistent enough.
And that's
Thomas
why
Bryant,
even when you say Wayne with Westbrook, when he came to the Wizards, bro, he did the same thing John Wall did, bro. Went to the
he turned the
playoffs and did
ball
what?
over. You're right.
Lost,
He did the same thing. Turned the
lost.
ball
I'm
over a lot.
saying the best you guys can be is the Portland Trailblazers. So you just
I don't.
have sometimes you just have to blow it up and just do different things, in my opinion.
The day, and this is if we win, and this is a big if. If we ever win the championship,
And you're
dude,
not seeing the Wizards championship in your lifetime.
I'm gonna go crazy.
In my lifetime, bro.
In your
Yeah,
lifetime.
it's crazy.
Jeez.
That's a lot of years, but yeah.
You know,
All right, man. Let's go with the newest segment we also have is our house divided players of the week. So this is a week. This is where we choose players whose performance help lead their team to victories. But if you want to pick a loser, you can pick a loser. So
the
if you just blow it up.
voters.
I'll go.
But I'm gonna kick it
Oh, you
off.
go.
And
You
my
go.
house divided player of the week is Gary Trent Jr. His performance in the last 4 games has helped the Toronto Raptors secure a 4-game winning streak. And let me just give you some numbers of what he has done, honestly, in the last 4 to 6 games. He has scored last night, he scored 16 points. That's okay. But the night before that, he scored 33. The game before that, 31. The game before that, 33. The game before that, 32. And then the game before that, 32. He is averaging 18 points this year. He's shooting 39% from the three. Gary Trent Jr. has a lot of people are saying that he should be used as trade bait. In my opinion, they should actually help build around him. He's a young guy. Him and Scotty Barnes can be the future for the Toronto Raptors. And that is my house divided player of the week. Gary Trent Jr., congratulations, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one. And I think mine's probably gonna, you know, it's obvious, but past 4 or 5. I mean, going by the week, but past 4 or 5 games or 6 games, I don't know what it is. He only lost one game in that stretch. John Morant's mine. John Morant's been on a freaking tear. He's past 6, 7 games. I think in those 6, 7 games, he only didn't drop 31 of those games, and he dropped 25 that game. Dude is a bucket, certified bucket. He's slowly becoming one of the top point guards in the league.
It's crazy.
Slowly.
After his rookie year, I was like, I'm a John Morant fan. And then you said he was better than Zion, and I just went off that track. But he's not. He's a bucket for
He's
sure.
better than Zion. He
DL,
is.
who is your house divided player of the week?
I ain't gonna be a troll this week. I'm gonna give it to Karl Anthony Towns. He's been balling. He's been on a winning team. Now I'm not gonna say carry, but stats 21, 24, 31, 23 in the last 5 games, averaging 25 and 11. Um, 4-2 in the last 6 games, only losing to Phoenix and Golden State Warriors, top 2 teams in the league. Also, an all-star snub in my opinion, like Chris said. So I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give him some credit at least during this segment. Shout out to Cat.
That's the guy Chubb wanted to leave off of the All Star team.
I
He should be the All Star starter. That's crazy. That is
I just think
crazy.
there's other. I just thought Jaren Jackson was deserving this year. He's never been an All Star yet, and he's actually doing some
And
shit.
Karl Anthony Towns only been All Star once, man.
I don't know about that.
But let's get into this next topic, and I want to get you guys'
was playing
opinions.
behind Wiggins. That's why.
If the Nets don't win, actually, let's go to that. Levine, Zach Levine, Andrew Wiggins, and Karl Anthony Towns are all All Stars. This was once the T Wolves' young core. So my question to you guys is: did the Timberwolves mess up by not keeping this core together?
I don't know if
And
you
do
can
you think
say
their
that.
young core is better?
because there's been different coaches and there's been different GMs. I think since they had those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I,
Still, as an organization, though,
I
you know,
mean, yeah,
do you think that young core is better than this young core that they have right now?
they
That
got
has
what they
potential.
got D'Angelo, they got Anthony.
And Anthony Edwards with Cat. So D'Angelo, Anthony Edwards, and Cat, or Zach Levine, Andrew Wiggins, and Cat. Which three are you taking?
That's hard.
That could be Anthony Edwards and Cat.
That's hard because
Zach Levine.
D'Angelo. It's not like D'Angelo's not balling. So
Mm-hmm.
that's tough.
I'll go. I'm taking D'Angelo, Anthony Edwards, and Cat. Off the simple fact that I believe that Anthony Edwards has the potential to be the best basketball player in the league one day. And that's
Anthony
why.
Edwards, you said?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. I think he has a. I said this a couple episodes ago. I think he can. He will eventually become the face of the league. So, and that is my reason why I'm taking that court over Carl Anthony Towns, Zach Levine, and Andrew Wiggins.
I'm leaning towards the same. Leaning towards the same. I think it's because of Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins is better than Angelo Russell.
I'm not looking at it as that. I'm looking at it like D'Angelo Russell versus Zach, Anthony Edwards versus Wiggins.
D'Angelo Russell is not better than Zach. It's
I
simply,
know.
yeah. I'm just saying based on that. I'm just saying simply because I don't think Zach Levine or Andrew Wiggins could be the best player in the league one day. I
Yeah,
think, and
their
I
role.
know,
I mean, they're
and
not. I
That's
wouldn't say
fair.
role players,
I
but
know Anthony Edwards can be the best player in the league one day.
I don't know. I just like they're kind of all do something a little bit different things too.
I feel like they're all kind of like similar.
Nah,
But
Wiggins
the
probably
like
could shoot.
Anthony Edwards is definitely the best of them, but they all have the potential to be the same thing. Think about it. It's not D'Angelo Russell, though. Not,
So if it's the
not,
same thing, then it's like well, you aren't. It's not a mistake. You basically got the same thing.
no, I'm saying like you said, like Anthony Edwards is still young and he's doing what he's doing now. Zach Levine is starting to be in it, like
Second
I
year,
said, in
yep.
his peak. He's in his peak. Andrew Wiggins, we're not. But I don't feel like we're about to see too much more from Andrew Wiggins moving
No,
forward because he should have been a lot more. I'm not gonna say he wasn't with the
He
T
averages
Wolves.
20 in his career.
When he wasn't
bro.
with the, I wasn't about to go that way. He has been, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
He's a
But
silent killer.
I feel
That's
like he can be way more better than what he is. Like we expect way
he
more
doesn't
from him.
want to be better. I
Yeah, right.
agree
It's
with you.
not the
He
monster.
has all the tools
You
to
think
be
you don't really
better.
love basketball?
It's not that he's just comfortable
He
taking the
just
back
knows
seat.
he's good. He doesn't love the game.
He doesn't want to be the best. I
Yeah,
think if Andrew Wiggins wanted to be the best, he could be a top four, 3 to 4 small forward in the league year in year and out.
I
He
agree.
sleepwalks 20.
Yeah, I agree.
But is that
But when I see
him or is
Anthony
that the
Edwards,
product of his team or that
no,
he
that's
has around
him.
him?
That's him
Him. But
because
when
he's
I
playing with
see
Cat.
Anthony
So
Edwards,
yeah,
yeah.
he was playing with Cat, and now he's playing with us. You know, Steph. I feel like he has a green light playing with
I
Steph. He can
never
definitely.
thought them Timberwolves teams were like that bad, even
They
with
weren't
them.
that bad. They
What?
just had no killers. Carl Anthony Town is not a killer. I think
Nah, he's yeah.
Anthony Edwards is a killer. Carl Anthony Towns is a bucket. He's not a killer. Anthony Edwards is telling people he's the best player in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
You tell
My
Carl
Steph.
Anthony Towns, I'm better than you. That's what he tells him.
Give me the ball.
What
Yeah,
about the
give me the ball.
I'm the first
where is
option.
Jimmy Butler in this situation?
What do you mean we're Jimmy Butler? We're talking about
He was in Minnesota though.
he's in Minnesota. I don't think
He,
Jimmy Butler could be the best player in the league either.
no, I'm
Carl
talking
Anthony,
about why isn't his name in this?
why? We're talking about the young core.
But he was a part of
He's
that
not
team
young.
too.
He's old. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about was a mistake getting rid of
Zach
him too.
Levine wasn't on that team. And he didn't get along with the two players on the team. What are you talking about?
I know, I know, I
But
know. Just talking.
yeah, but nah, that was a good question. But now here's my next question: if the Nets don't win a championship and this team splits up, what does this mean for each player's legacy?
They're not the great. They can never be considered. The greatest.
The greatest what?
When I'm talking about them, I'm talking about KD.
The greatest
He
what?
can never be into like top 10 conversations of all time.
The greatest what?
Ever, because some people think KD is.
Oh,
People like players.
KD can never be in that conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Some people do
Why?
say about KD being in that conversation though.
No,
Wayne.
KD's never will ever be on in that conversation.
Why?
Why? What?
Why what?
Because of accolades.
Because he joined good teams to win. Because that's all he could do. He joined the best team ever in
I wouldn't say that.
record wise.
He just never was ever the best player in the league for multiple years. So that's why he can never be the greatest.
He can the greatest or like be
Yeah,
put with
he
the
was never
put in the great conversation top of all time.
like
What y'all saying?
top
Y'all,
10?
I feel like y'all about to make me go off.
No,
My thing is,
no. If they don't win a championship, there's no way in hell
They
he can
can't
ever
be
be
in
in
it.
top 10 conversation.
Can't
Kevin
be in it.
Durant or
He could be
Kyrie
top
Irving and
15.
James. Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, number 35, who now
Y'all are
wears
tripping.
7.
Y'all are tripping, bro. Y'all are tripping.
He can never be in the top 10.
You already got
talking
2 rings,
about,
so he's
Dio?
already in the conversation. It doesn't matter.
Dio,
I don't
he
He's not
care.
a
had to
top 10
go
player
to
all
a
the time. What are you
team.
talking about?
He had to go to a team that was 73-9.
Steph
to
Curry's
win
legacy
a
will
ring.
always be over him.
Did he not make it? So Allen Iverson is not a top player of all time.
He's not top 10.
He's not top
Point
10.
guards. Not only because
He's not even a
that's
point guard,
making more.
really. He's a
That's
shooting
making
guard.
more of my case because KD is 7 foot, and that's what y'all telling me right now. That
No, KD's a
not
top
of all
10
time.
small forward all time easily. He's top 5,
We're
top
talking
3.
about
KD is probably
the best ever.
But
bro.
we're talking about top 10 NBA players of all time. No, KD.
All right, name me
If
some.
they don't
Name
win
me
a
some. Name me
championship.
some so y'all can make me agree with y'all. Please.
LeBron, Michael
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Magic Johnson,
Yes.
Will Chamberlain,
Yes. That's 5.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes. Because Kareem
Yes.
is the third greatest player ever played.
Kobe
Yes, but
Bryant.
I'm gonna put those.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Time out. I'm gonna put those on this hand because
Kobe
they're
Bean
not
Bryant.
scoring
That's
like
7,
how.
right?
Well, they're not scoring how KD's scoring, bro.
Well, first of all, what you talking about?
Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar
Abdul-Jabbar is a
is
post
the
player. He's a
all-time
post
leading
player
scorer ever.
because he's a post player, bro. Because he's a
That
post
makes
player.
it even harder.
No,
Right.
no, it doesn't make it even harder when you're that big, bro. What are
Bro,
you talking about?
He played against Wilt and them. Like, he didn't play against sorry people. So
I understand that, but you put Wilt up top. That's why I said, okay, keep going.
his
We're
Kareem's
at 7.
career is
We're at
better
7.
than Wilt's.
Wait.
What are you
Gonna say
talking
Bill.
about?
Y'all probably gonna say
Wayne,
Bill
we're
Russell.
at 7. Let's keep going. We're at
Y'all probably
7.
gonna say Bill Russell.
I said last one I said was Kobe Bean Bryant. He's better. He's
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. That's 8.
Did you say Hakeem?
Did not see Hakeem.
Hakeem
But,
Olajuwon.
he might be top. Yeah.
He might. Yeah, don't get me mad.
I'm saying he might be out. I don't know if he's in mine yet, but he might
These
be.
are great people.
Hakeem is the.
I-
Wait, time out. What? You got Shaq over Hakeem? Shaq is not better than Hakeem. So there's no way you name Shaq and you name Hakeem because Shaq is not. Shaq will tell you Hakeem's better than him. Steph. Steph is in there before KD. Just so you know.
Steph never won MVP of the
Steph won
finals.
2 times MVP.
Not of the finals. Never. Never.
Okay.
That's not okay.
He's a 2-time MVP. Unanimous.
So KD went to that team. KD went to that team and won Finals MVP twice.
He got a title. He got a title
Bruh.
before. He got a title before
Oh,
KD.
So I'm gonna give you.
Steph didn't join KD's team. KD's joined Steph's team.
I'm gonna give you this list.
couldn't
I
beat
haven't gone
Russ
through
was
it.
a liability. He couldn't
Hold on.
win because he had Russ.
I'm gonna give you all this
Stop it.
list. You guys give me if you agree or not with this opinion.
No, wow.
Michael Jordan, obviously we agree, right?
Not in order, right? You just
Not
saying.
not not in order.
Okay,
Not in
all
order.
right.
LeBron James, we agree, right?
Let's keep going until we say we're not agreeing.
Kareem Abdul, Magic, Bill Russell. They have in this list top 10.
Questionable.
Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Legend, Kobe Bean Bryant. They got Shaquille
Hold on,
O'Neal.
what number they had Kobe at?
Bro, I'm just saying Wayne. That's what I say
They
Wayne
had
because
Kobe
you
at
said Wayne's not
They had
even.
Kobe at 8.
You said that Kobe's not even top.
Listen, they got.
five,
Thank you,
bro.
Joey. Let him know that Kobe had the better career than.
Wayne, you said
Curry had the better career than.
you said
Curry
Kobe
had
wasn't.
the-
You
no,
said
no,
Kobe
no.
wasn't. the top. No, let's not say
No.
that.
That's not Joey saying Curry had the better
No,
career.
bro. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna keep
I said
going.
Kobe wasn't top 5. I never said he wasn't top 10.
After Kobe, they got Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
They got Tim Duncan at 10.
Yeah, Timmy's better. He's better than him. But I
They got
don't believe
Hakeem is number 11.
Shaq. I switching Shaq and Hakeem.
Then they got Oscar at 12. Kevin Durant is number 13.
Thank you.
We didn't say he wasn't top 15. We
Thank
said
you.
top
We
That's
10.
just
close
said
enough, bro. Because like I said, a lot of those are questionable
he
based
don't
off of
win
the
this
fact
shit,
that Bill Russell has 11 rings. That's what you're going off of. Or Will Chamberlain played in the post, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played in the post,
I
bro.
won't even
Like,
lie.
come on, bro. I'm not hearing that.
I might even
Like,
put
I'm not
Karl
hearing
Malone
that,
over
bro.
top of
I'm
KD
not
right now.
hearing
Hold
that.
up, you didn't. They
Most
didn't have
man,
Steph
bro.
over him
Who?
over KD.
Nah, they didn't have Steph.
Yeah,
Steph,
I don't agree with that list.
Steph is at, let's see. Steph is at number 18.
Yeah, I don't agree with that
I
list.
test. It's not always off of stats, bro.
But they got
What?
the thing is
Time
they
out.
got
What? I test 2-time MVP, changed basketball forever,
Who?
all-time
Steph?
3-point leading shooter, the greatest
Okay,
shooter
I
of the
understand.
game
I
ever.
understand. He takes a lot of shots, man. I get that.
I'm just saying, like
AD, league MVP, how many years? Finals MVP, how many
one,
years?
not
On the
not
team,
how many years, just 1 year.
with Steph Curry.
So look,
Steph Curry
it's
could
funny,
win
you
a
just said
MVP with
Steph
Andre
changed the game,
Iguodala.
right,
Come on,
Wayne?
man.
Yeah,
Because this thing says Steph Curry changed the way the game is played today.
when it's all
As
said and done, if he doesn't win another championship, which he probably won't ever win another championship, in my opinion. I'm talking about Kevin Durant. He will not have a better career than
He's
Steph Curry.
definitely up there.
but
I know he's up there, bro. I would
I
probably
agree.
put him.
But
He's
Wayne, why the
definitely up
reason they got this boy at 18 is he's number 69 in assists. He's 70 in scoring right now, and he's 75 in steals. He's still got room. He's probably gonna eventually climb the
That
ladder.
list was before he broke the 3-point record.
No, it wasn't. It's in October, so it wasn't before.
It was before. He didn't break it till December.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, he just broke it. Bro.
Oh, okay, I thought it was in October. He broke it. My bad. But this is recent though. It's only it's October.
Well, no, that's a good list. I just don't think KD is in that.
I think Karl Malone might be top 10 too.
He's seven.
He's a
Foot,
second
score from
all-time
wherever.
leading scorer in the
He
NBA.
can score from wherever, bro. He can score without
I
dribbling
get
the
that,
ball.
but the question is if he loses with this superstar
Because
squad he's
if
got,
y'all,
does it hurt
like
him? And I think
I'm
it
not.
does.
It hurts him, but you can't say he's not one of the greats
He
because
won't be top 10, is what we're saying.
Where you saying he won't be top 10 of all
I
time?
disagree.
He
Bro.
can
No
be
way he
top
could ever be in
15.
the top 15.
Disagree.
If he doesn't win a
If
championship,
he's 13 out of 10, like come on, bro.
if he doesn't win a championship with this team, then he's gonna.
And all right, so if he does, where
he's
you
gonna
putting
go
him?
lower.
Where you putting him? If he does,
If he does,
I
11.
still, but see, yeah. But my thing is,
So
I
I'm
think
telling you, Steph is gonna be in that top 10 before I put him in that top 10.
I just
how, bro? Like
The
him winning
greatest
the
player
with
MVPs
that
definitely
team.
mean something, bro. He definitely made it to the finals and lost to LeBron. I mean, like, come on now.
Steph went to the finals 4 years in a row, bro.
And never won an MVP though, Wayne. Like you can't
That's
like
okay,
discredit.
that's
You cannot not say
Now,
that.
as much as I shit on
Steph
Steph
is one of
about
the
that,
only unanimous
let's not act like
MVPs.
Steph shouldn't not have won that MVP the year they.
Let's not act like Steph is the reason why they be winning the finals either, bro. Like, stop it.
Who's the
Steph Curry
reason?
stats in the
No,
finals are very underrated.
yeah, no,
Who's the reason?
they're not. They're not
He
Steph
averaged
like.
like 26 in them in that one versus the Cavs.
What about the one? What about the one
They
with
gave it to Andre
Dellavedova was?
Iguodala because he stopped LeBron from scoring 38 to 35.
The fate of the
Like,
universe on the line. Who do I got? Andre Iguodala.
that's crazy, bro. I can't believe they really did not give that man that work because somebody made LeBron score 3 less points a game because he was getting double teamed. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. But let's go. Let's go with let's do our midseason picks. So who do we think as of right now will be the Western Conference champions, the Eastern Conference champions, and the finals winners? Go ahead and let me know.
Well, I'll just go with the Suns for Western Conference. Most complete team right now, but I do think the Nuggets will give them a little run. I think, my opinion. Eastern, I'm about to go with the defending champs, dude. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I think they got a really good team still.
I
Probably
ain't
the most
trusting them.
complete team in the East, but one of them. I think they'll probably go back. That's my two picks.
I like the Bucks. I like the Bucks to the East. Like you said, depending on what happens in the offseason, though. I mean, not the offseason, in before trade deadline. We can see somebody make a run
Yeah,
in the East. But
could
hot
be the
take.
Wizards.
No.
Joking.
um, I still got my faith in the Lakers, man, and maybe that's just the LeBron in me, the LeBron fan in me. The I just think they're gonna pull it together. LeBron ain't been playing lately, but AD been back in his rhythm. He been
He's in buckets.
he's been getting buckets and
He
him being
just
able
missed
to
that game winner too. He almost made that
yeah.
shit.
They shouldn't have lost to the Clippers, but I mean they finding out how to play without LeBron, and that's big. AD being able to go out and be the
Leader.
person they run the leader, the one they run the offense through, having the green light without LeBron, facilitating and all of that helps him get in his groove because when he does come back, LeBron already know how to do that stuff. He's carried up to the playoffs. So Russ said it already. You make it to the just make it to the playoffs and 0-0. So I got my
That
faith in
that sounds good until you get the number one seed
that.
first.
Yeah, that's a
First,
fact. That's a fact. But they have all the tools
They
to
could
do
beat.
it.
they do.
Yeah,
They
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 do.
can
could
win
beat any
out.
of those
They
two
can win
teams.
out.
They play good.
But right now, as it's looking, the Suns is pretty hot. They just lost, though. They got beat by the Hawks tonight. That boy Trey was doing that to them boys. But the Suns look good. But those are my two picks in the West and then in the East. I'm gonna go with Milwaukee.
Wow, I can't believe two guys are going with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's not even making the Eastern Conference Finals. In my opinion.
Miami Heat are.
Yeah, I'm going with Miami Heat. I think Miami Heat and Brooklyn will be in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm gonna give it to Miami because we're just a more complete team. So
Shocker.
unless the Nets pull the trigger and get Ben Simmons, so that's my note. So if the Nets pull the trigger and get Ben Simmons, they're winning it all. But if they don't get Ben Simmons, they're not winning it all. So I have the Heat being the Eastern Conference champions, and I'm with DL. I think the Lakers get it done. I think the Lakers turn it around right after All Star break when LeBron comes back and everyone's fully healthy. I think they go on a 15-game win streak. This is just what I'm saying.
Sheesh.
Then they go on a 15-game win streak. Right after the All Star break.
I like the energy, like
That's
the
what I think.
vibes. Some
That's
good
what I'm
vibes there
thinking.
with it.
So,
Sure.
15 game win streak right after All Star break, and it's gonna be wild because I'm telling you, I think it's really gonna happen. But yeah, the Miami Heat, we got too much depth. And we haven't been that healthy, and we're still top 2 seed in the East. And Jimmy Butler and Bam are getting healthy, and they're getting in a nice rhythm. I just don't see any team beating us, especially with Tyler Hero coming off the bench, Gabe Vincent coming off the bench, Max Stress coming off the bench, and the thing the Bucks are missing that they had last year was PJ Tucker. He was an immense difference, and he actually shut down Jimmy Butler in the playoffs when we played them last year. So I can't wait for the Heat to play the Bucks, and I think we beat them in 5. That's my opinion. But
Oh,
yeah, the
one.
Heat are going to make it to the finals, and it will be the Lakers. And unfortunately, I think that the Lakers are going to win again.
Don't get me
Jimmy
wrong.
Butler. Jimmy
Anybody
Butler.
watching this, I want Lakers to win.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler
Probably
definitely gonna have
do.
to average more than 21, 6 and 6 though.
He don't. He doesn't have to.
All right.
He doesn't have to for that to happen.
Tyler Hero.
As
No,
long as
Jimmy
Tyler Hero's
Butler.
averaging 20, Jimmy Butler does not. 18 to 20, Jimmy Butler doesn't have to do that. And we got Kyle Lowry too. All we need, Killer Kyle,
Don't talk about Killer Kyle
That
now.
man
Killer
be out there
Kyle,
taking charges.
and Victor Oladipo comes back,
Looking like looking
and I
like an
think we
uncle at
do
the
do a
cookout
trade.
playing
But
I think we do.
that could also be the reason why they don't mesh well. Too many pieces.
I can see us making a trade before the trade deadline too to get somebody. So
Who? Who? Like, what do y'all need?
I would, if I were them, I'll try to get someone like Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes is gonna make or break that.
Tobias
He,
Harris.
he's a perfect
Same
fit.
with
He
him.
can fit
Yeah.
on any team.
Yeah.
We got Harrison Barnes coming off our bench. That's pretty. That's a really good bench player. So you know what I'm saying.
I feel like the
Um,
Warriors produce players like that. Like the
yeah,
Warriors
and we
have
They
a
got
even
lot of
have
players like that.
Caleb
role
Martin and
good
Kyle
role
Guy
players.
coming off our bench, coming and playing well. But
Yeah.
give me your midseason pick for MVP and Coach of the Year.
MVP midseason, Trey Young.
Wait, what? Nah, elaborate.
Why not?
His
Have
team
you
is not
seen
even
what
in the
he's done
playoffs.
lately? Huh?
His team is not even in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're slumming. They're not. They're not. Doing well. But he's putting up numbers. So he
So
is balling. They've been on a win streak actually. They've been on a win streak. He's been carrying them lately, and he's been beating pretty good teams. Like I said, they just beat the Suns. Um, and he's just nice. I think he's just balling this year. The numbers match.
Are you trolling right now? Like that's really your MVP.
You want me to say Jokic? You want me to say Embiid? Man, I'm tired of seeing him win MVP. Or Giannis, 31, and they both. I know. Joel's averaging what?
You can
How
give
much he
Trent
average?
Young most improved player or something, but
But
MVP,
Trey
like
Young, bro, he's about to turn it up. I'm telling you.
so I'm not gonna do any of those normal picks. Normal like obviously
I'm saying.
Embiid and Jokic
I'm saying.
are the top
Tired of
two.
seeing.
But if this guy keeps it up the way he's been playing, he just so happened to be my player of the
John
week.
Morant. I know he was gonna say John Morant.
If he keeps this up, I I think he has a shot at MVP this year. Team
I think they have to
team's
get the
winning.
second seed.
Team is winning. If he pulls up that keeps scoring that amount of points, he'll be MVP.
This is a crazy hot take, but if the Lakers do what I think they will do, Braun is
Russell
going to
Wilson,
win the
Russell
MVP.
Westbrook.
Bron,
If they go on
that's
a 15-game win streak, find a way to get to the fourth or fifth seed, they will give it to Braun.
I
But
just feel like
right
the
now,
NBA tries him though.
that's what I'm
but right
saying.
now,
They hate
right
giving
now,
LeBron the MVP, bro. Like they hate it.
but right now, my mid-season MVP has to be the guy that Chubb says is the snub.
Okay.
No, the guy Chubb says
Oh, he's a stuff. Oh,
doesn't deserve to be on the
Who's MVP?
point guard for the best team in
oh,
the league.
Fuck no.
CP3. Oh
Fuck
wow.
no.
Averages 14 points, 10 assists, number one team in the league,
He'll be the first person to win
Wayne,
MVP
I don't
averaging
know about
14
that.
points in a
and
year.
Wayne.
Yeah.
and he has a
Uh,
low turnover rate. All he has to do is get it to 16, 10, and 5, and he can easily win MVP. Right now, he's my MVP. He's the leader of that team. No one is playing as good, but I do agree if John Morant finds a way
but
to
Trey
get
Young's
to the
averaging
second seed.
28 and 9.
Huh?
Trey Young's averaging 28 and 9, yeah, right?
On a losing effort.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my
It's not.
god, that doesn't matter. All right, let me stop trolling. I was just trolling with that. Joel Embiid is the MVP as of right now. A lot of stuff has been going on with their team. It hasn't been like a good like headspace for the team, and he is producing, leading his team to victory. The last 10 games, I believe he's averaging over 30 points, over 10 rebounds, and over 4 assists. He's doing everything for his team. They're winning top 6 seed in the East, and for that reason is why Joel Embiid is my mid-season MVP, and that's who I'm giving it to.
All right.
All right, but I think that was all that we had for this episode. We appreciate everybody for coming through. You guys know where to follow us at FTO Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram, HDS Sports Pod on Twitter, House Divided Sports on TikTok. Get the Twitter followers up, man. We're active on there, and you know to follow us on YouTube at House Divided Sports. We are officially on Spotify, so go ahead and get us on Spotify. Apple's acting like they don't want to put us on there yet, but we're gonna list. We'll let you guys know when it actually happens. But yeah, man, go ahead and give us some ratings on Spotify. Give us some ratings on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube page. But I mean, we appreciate everybody that comes through each and every week. Um, and then until next time, man, my name is Dwayne, and these are my guys.